know a few things about bookkeeping. Well enough that a young heir to millions has contracted you to run his businesses for him. You have a general power of attorney. To fulfill any and all of his wishes. Do whatever you can to help expand his empire. Make Mr. Howard Hughes the richest man in the world. Your client wants nothing less than to produce the most phenomenal film in the history of Hollywood. It's supposed to revolve around an epic dogfight during the First World War. Mr. Hughes needs loads of authentic aircraft to accomplish this, and you're supposed to dig them up. But there are hardly any planes left of the ones called for. Contact everyone who still owns suitable examples. Acquire all of the old airplane models that are still available for Mr. Hughes. If only so that any competitors won't be able to use the planes for their own film project.
Okay, welcome back to Transport Fever 2 and sunny California. It's a desert as always. So looks like in this one, got good old Los Angeles, San Francisco, Santa Barbara, and Bakersfield. That is a long road right there. I'm going to try and avoid using that, I think. I'm also seeing, looks like we have sand. Is that ice cream? Well, they call it just food processing plant. We're gonna call it ice cream. Factory. Looks like that's asking for wood, steel, and parts. Distillery. Steel's right over here. And tools are right over there. That is a long way to go to get to that factory. It is by the water, but I wonder if maybe using airplanes might be better off on this one. We do have access to airfields. It looks like each city has an airfield. Okay, so let's go ahead and dig in. Find Junker's F-13 airplanes for the film at the airport in Bakersfield, at the villa in at the villa and in Los Angeles. All right.
Mr. Filippo, a star on the local music scene, would hand over an airplane if you shoot your film with sound instead of as a silent film. That requires precise calibration of the microphones.
Make sure that the noise level in Los Angeles exceeds a value of 64. Okay, I get the feeling that one's going to happen automatically.
The group of owners would sell their airplanes, but they're concerned about how the planes will be treated. Guarantee that the planes remain intact by training skilled stunt pilots.
Complete 5 takeoffs and landings at the airfield in Bakersfield. Shouldn't be too hard. And how about the villa?
A famous actress owns 3 of the right models and would entrust them to you, if you take care of having the road to her mansion asphalted.
About owning a home in the middle of nowhere. So that one I think is going to be the easiest. Let's just build a road. There we are. And all the way, nice and straight. Easy peasy. All right. Now they wanted us to do some test flights. So let's just create a line, set it there. And I don't know, let's... Oh, I only have 2. Well, that's good enough for now. Off you go. And now for Los Angeles. I'm thinking... let's build some buses. We have the airport there. We'll just build one in like each corner. And maybe one right next to this train station that's not currently connected. Oops. We are starting with 500 million in the bank for this one. So pretty profit to be made, I think. And looks like we have just a one bus. We do have 4 different trucks. These two go quite a bit faster, but carry a little bit less. No, they carry about the same. Interesting. Let's buy just a bunch of those. Money is no object for this one. And speed it up, let her go, and let's see how this does. So we're at 54 for making noise, 55. I can't tell if that's working or if that's just the city doing its thing. I like how it says 3 out of 10 planes, but only let me buy... I guess now I can buy another one. Off you go. Sooner we get that done, the better, I think. One more point for the making noise and we're good to go. Hopefully. I'm not too sure what the metric is on this or how it even works. Ah, there we go. All right. Now we just need our planes to hurry up and do their test flights. We're at 2 out of 5. One's coming in for a landing in just a moment. It's interesting, it doesn't count as a landing until they actually make it back to the hangar. There's number 3, number 4, and number 5. So let's actually go ahead and get you sold. Stop wasting my money. There we go. There we are.
Very good. Meanwhile, the necessary aircraft have been assembled. Now the film set has to be appropriately prepared, and it must be ensured that no obstructions hinder the planes from taking off and landing.
Stop an aircraft in the air to force it to circle. Ah, okay, so let's actually use you for a moment. Actually, we'll just sell you. Take this line, we're going to reset it. I want it to go from Los Angeles to Santa Barbara. That should work. Let's buy 2 of these cheap guys, because that's all we need. Both on line 1. If what that said is true, I can tell it to stop once it's in the circle, and it'll just start circling. If they both took off at the same time, it wouldn't be an issue. He's gonna wait anyways. I've been to Los Angeles a couple of times. It is much busier than what this game wants you to believe. I guess it says 1934, so maybe not. So let's have you stop. We'll see how that does. Will you stay in the circle? That'll work.
Mr. Hughes' Aviator movie is in the can and now breaking all records at the box office. But your client already has new plans in store. He not only wants to shoot films about flying, he wants to own his own airline. He's already been able to nail down some shares in a transcontinental airline, but sadly not enough for a controlling interest yet. Make sure that your boss becomes the majority shareholder in the airline by acquiring more than 50% of the shares.
Find opportunities at the airfield, the golf course, and the party location to acquire a majority shareholding in the airline. Okay. Let's start with this. Do I want to, let's keep the 1 just to kind of keep some profits flowing from that. We'll sell you. You're just floating anyways.
Mr. Weber bets that your boss won't be able to break the speed record for circumnavigating the globe. If he does, he'll surrender his shares to him. Now he needs to train to win the bet.
Keep an airplane in the air for an unbroken time of at least 3 minutes. Maybe I should have kept that one. Well, we'll just tell it to stop and it'll do some circles. That'll work just fine.
The owner of a golf course in Beverly Hills will be prepared to secretly acquire shares from third parties if, in return, you help to increase the popularity of her greens.
Oh, I received plenty of visitors. So we already have buses. What if we just built another bus? And there's no,
Mr. Hughes has made it his goal to become the world's best golfer. You're supposed to support him on the way.
Well, he is paying us.
Your boss would like to have a place where he can practice playing golf with his current girlfriend, the famous actress Katharine Hepburn. First of all, a challenging course with interesting landscaping has to be created.
Deliver sand to the golf course. Well, that's not too bad. It's actually fairly close. So let's set this up real quick. We'll just do a new line. We'll do it like from here to there. And let's just set one bus on that. Now for the sand, I'm thinking just a train will do. Let's just set this up here. Maybe like this. Come on. There we go. All right. And then we'll set another one. Let's build a little road for this. Out. Maybe. I'll just go straight, I guess. Through the trees, who cares? Perfect. That'll connect, and now we build our tracks. Straight line. There we are. And get our first train on the map. Okay. So let's start with the cheapie. I see we do have a couple of more expensive ones that do go really fast. 99 miles per hour for these, 117 for this one. Now this little guy only goes 50. This also only goes 50, but it's so cheap. So I think we'll start with that. That should be fine. And how many carts can it afford? Probably just 3. Yeah, that should be good. Okay, and that will start our sand. Now it can produce up to 400, but I think it's only going to produce 100 because that's all this one will take. I think that's how that works. And something I know now is the rate when looking at the line statistics is how many it will transport in a year. So if this is only going to be producing 100 a year, 113 is more than enough. Now for the last one, if I can click it.
Throw a rip-roaring party for Mr. Hughes. Use a program of outstanding scheduled events and excellent catering to make sure that a flock of illustrious guests shows up who happen to own shares in a certain airline.
Bring alcoholic drinks to the hotel. That's... Oh, it's not too far, actually. So let's play with this a little bit. Let me see. Will this connect if I put this right here? Oh, that is actually perfect. Yes, it will. And you know what? Actually, for this one, let's get the... I'm gonna have to break down the whole thing, huh? Let's make sure it's high speed on this one. Because it's a distance, I get the feeling I'm gonna need the bigger locomotive. Off you go. Let's try not to ruin this too much. Of course, it doesn't have to go too far. Sides. That should do. This is line number 5. depot to go with it, of course. Might as well do this real quick. I'm thinking about it. All right, there we are. Now, how much is this going to send? Just 100, so we'll start with that. For the distance, let's try out one of these bad boys. This one's a little cheaper, less power, but the same speed. It's even less power than this one. It's also a lot cheaper though. And it goes faster, so let's try that. What was it? Just see how much that gives me. Line 5 needs to be 100. A little bit over. I will take that. There you go. Okay, so we are working on the sand. We're working on the alcohol. We're working on bringing people to the golf course. And where's that airplane? There you are. And you will just stop, and with the 3 whole people on your craft, you're just gonna do some circles. That'll work just fine. I see, almost carrying too much, but see, it's only producing 100, which means the 113 that this thing can carry is more than enough. Same for this train as well. Oh, I am forgetting. Of course, you're going to need one of these, aren't you? Wonder if... No, let's not take any chances. Right here, that seems like a good spot to me. Too much slope. And we'll set this. Something has gone wrong. Cargo stop could not be used by passenger vehicles. Line 2 and line 3. Ah, they decided to make some adjustments. There we are. And we do need a new line, so that will be line 6 to there. And okay, so this one goes 19 miles an hour. This one goes 25, but also carries 1 less. I think arguably this one's better. It's a little more expensive, but arguably I would not have to buy as many, right? Perfect. All right. So see, again, the trucks now also have a rate of 129, so they will keep up with that train, which should...
Very good. You've laid the foundations for a course that arouses interest. But what's still missing now is the aesthetic touch and the necessary discretion.
Plant trees and bushes on the golf course, and then we also finished our world record. Are we? Yes, perfect. So that is going to get the alcohol started. So it wants us to build... What, just trees, right? I can do that.
What an eye-pleasing green.
Right.
Since Mr. Hughes takes pleasure in every convenience, he should be able to land his plane right next to the golf course.
Yeah, I'm sure the golfers will like that. Build an airport near the golf course. If you insist. This thing is massive. What on earth? I guess it'll accept that.
Wonderful. The golf course is extremely exclusive. Now it's up to Mr. Hughes to improve his handicap.
Perfect. Yeah, that's our first bonus objective out of the way. 1 of 3. What else? Oh, I can tell you to stop doing circles now. You did what you needed to do. Off you go. And now we just need to deliver the alcohol, which it looks like we are... Perfect. There's our first batch. Only 29 for now, not a whole lot, but that'll get us started. I still need to transport guests. Did I assign a bus to this? Line 3. Yes, I did. Okay, we're just waiting at this point. There they are. All right, so that bus now has people on it, so that'll settle that. First trucks are on the way. To deliver to the hotel. Maybe? Yep, there we go. Perfect. All right, so that is 2 of 3. And we just have to wait for this this bus to get to where it needs to be. That is a lot of cars. Where are they all going? Road trip, anyone? They're all going to Santa Barbara, it looks like. Well, most of them anyway. That's a long drive. All right, here we are. Drop those people off so we can get a move on. Beautiful.
Magnificent. Thanks to your dedication, Mr. Hughes has been able to secure a majority shareholding in the airline. Now he can do whatever he pleases. Up, up, and away.
Transport 10 people by airplane between the airfield in San Francisco and the Los Angeles airfield. Okay, so I think since we already have this started, let's forget about Santa Barbara. And let's go to Los Angeles instead. And looks like we already transported 6 of 10. Let's actually, well, once you drop your people off, let's see if we get credit for this. If we do, we'll just let you make a pass. Not sure we will actually get credit for this, but let's see. Yeah, okay, you do you. Except there's no one here. Can I stop you until... Maybe I'll just have you make circles until you pick up someone from here. I did set that up correctly, right? You don't think I need buses, do you? Ah, well, now we have someone in San Francisco, so let's sell you, actually, and we'll just build a plane over here. There we are. Okay, so... it's easily keeping up with that. That's not a problem. May even have some room to spare. Same with the alcohol. That is going to level up, though, and I think we might need more... once it does, which is fine. We'll address that when we need to. As it is, he has more than enough room on him. The little airplane. Not... oh, I guess there is room in the back there. It's like a little private airplane. One thing I didn't pick up, because see, this thing's upgrading. Is it actually going to, like, upgrade on the outside, or is it just... let's see. Oh, maybe a little bit. I think those vents turned on at the top, maybe. Because I know, like, the factories, right? Oh.
Wonderful. Mr. Hughes's airline is currently in the process of really taking off. But your boss already has his mind on other things.
Busy guy.
Instead of merely flying aircraft, he wants to build them himself. At any rate, the US Army has called for tenders for several interesting contracts. Help to develop prototypes which will soon be the pride of the whole nation. Modern aviation holds numerous challenges. Your boss is a genius who finds the right solution for every problem. All that's missing is putting the solutions into practice.
Well, I wish I could find the right solution to every problem. So now we are going to be doing the same. It's
For his
3.
latest project, Mr. Hughes is experimenting with the widest variety of materials and equipment. Make sure that his workshop leaves nothing to be desired.
Over tools. I'm guessing we're just going to send everything to the workshop at this point.
Mr. Hughes is supposed to design a seaplane for the military. Since steel is a scarce wartime commodity, the gigantic flying boat has to be built entirely out of spruce.
And the last one up here.
The US Air Force has ordered 98 XF-11 planes, which are supposed to be deployed as reconnaissance aircraft overseas in Europe. Get your hands on the necessary materials.
Okay. So I think we are just going to build one of these 3 stations. Set it right there. And let's just rebuild this line real quick. Make some room. There we are. Okay, a little bit further. That's not gonna affect anything, will it? Nah, you're still just fine. We're still only using 100 at present. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Now, the closest one, I think, is the planks. But we are gonna need steel.
Mr. Hughes wants to be not only the best golfer in the world, but the best pilot too. Assist him in making this dream come true. To achieve his goal, Mr. Hughes needs to complete quite a few training flights. Make the necessary preparations so that your boss can soon claim to be the world's best pilot.
And at the airfield by the golf course at least 3 times. Wonder if that's like a consecutive thing. Like if we did this and then we did that. Alright, we'll keep an eye on that. Okay, back to what I was talking about. So the parts are way over here. I'm tempted to build maybe some of these and just pilot them back and forth. Or I guess I could just build a train. It's so long to go though. Oh well, when has that stopped me before? Let's set you here. Just need the one. We do have the advantage that one of the trains can go very fast, so let's use that. I do see that little warning message at the top. That's just for that practice flight I have going on Bakersfield. Let's do this. And now we have this one. And now what I can do, just have this kind of go right along next to it. It doesn't need its own platform because it's gonna keep going. There we are, perfect. Now, where are you going? Kind of a weird angle. Let's see if we can make this work. Oh, that's not even the right one. Oh. Okay, number 1. And we'll go ahead and build line number 2 as well. We'll just follow this one all the way back. Like so, perfect. So that's 2. And let's establish these as well. Line 7. Line 8 for parts. Wait. No. Line 8 for wood. There we go. Okay. Now we have steel. And this can do the same. We'll just bring you... I guess we can kick across the desert a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna need to readjust this ever so slightly, but it should be all right. Actually, let's link up a little bit sooner. There we are. Okay, and then this part is what I mean. Let's back it up to here. We'll just delete these. And like so. And perfect. Except now I need to readjust. So what was it? Line 7 became 2. Line 8 became 3. And line 9 is our steel. Beautiful. All right. I might just have all these kind of in the same spot, basically. Well, maybe not. So that'll be like that. We'll set this one like right next to the water. And this one can be right here. All right, so that's our lines, that's our depots. Now, real quick, I believe it's just gonna be 100 for each. Oh, 200 for steel, good to know. And 100 for, or 200 for planks as well. So parts is the only one that's only 100. But we'll start with the fastest train and we'll just see what it needs. I'll start with 5. Get you assigned. I'll just do the fastest trains for all of these. Cost is going to be a little expensive, but it should be all right. Line 8 and line 9. Okay, and now I'm just going to compare and make sure... Ooh, not nearly enough. Okay, so this one was for steel. I need to add a bit more trains to this. Let's modify. You can easily double. So we're at 5. That'll do it. Oh, no, it won't. Oh, wait, this one's only 100. What am I thinking? Okay, so we can actually drop it down now. So I'm at 155. Let's drop it down to like 4. I'm actually just going to take a moment to take care of all of these. Let's try that. Perfect. Okay, and then 200 for both of these. So this one I can double. Again, too much. Oh, actually, no. It needs to be 200. Never mind. And then let's do the same. Perfect. Okay. I will accept that. Now we have our practice flights. All our trains are on the move. We should be good to go. It's only producing 100. I'm overcompensating. Well, that's fine. We got money, right? Yeah, okay, let's take care of this real quick. 1 second, guys. Wait. That's 100. That needs to be 100. I can drop it down by... I think this one was good with just 5. Yeah, and then this one I can drop down by at least 10, or at least 5. And just a little more. Trying to save money where I can. Close enough. I'll accept that. Okay, so I've adjusted all these trains, so now they should be very close to maxing out what I need for that. Because we have 100 coming out of each already. Practice flights are working as well. That is perfect. So he can just do circles there. That works for me. And we're loading up. Beautiful. All right. This way we're kind of maximizing how much that these guys are transporting with how much the stores are actually supplying. Yeah, that's planks. And
Heavens! Mr. Hughes crashed in the course of a test flight over the country
he what?
and suffered serious injuries. Now he's bored stiff in the hospital and tinkering with a motorized hospital bed. He wants to have a prototype built right there, according to his instructions.
Deliver steel and tools to the hospital. I'd like to say that doesn't complicate things, but that does complicate things. So, start with the tools. It's okay, this isn't too bad. Except this isn't going to give us any tools for this until it upgrades. So what I'm thinking, we'll just follow this around until it gets to the junction. Okay. And now here I'll have it split off. And probably right here. And let's go under. I usually go over. Let's go under. Okay, and now where am I going? Way over there. Straight line. Oh. That'll work. I just follow this around. Oh, no, it won't, because I need that later. Okay, let's actually do this then. Let's just slightly curve off, and we'll just kind of go alongside it. I get the feeling we're going to have to build that second track at some point. Okay, now we can upgrade this. No. No, we can't. Okay, so let's build a different one then. If you won't let us change it, will you let us build right next to it? You will. And that connects to that station I had already built. So we're gonna need two, so let's set that. Beautiful. And connect. Okay, so that's line number one. They'll take care of the parts. Again, the issue with that is I don't have a cargo platform. No, so the issue is I don't think that this is actually going to supply this with any steel for a little bit. Roll two. It's connected. So let's just, we'll just get this hooked up and we'll see what it gives me, but I'm not confident it'll be a lot. And parts, we'll start with something small. Okay, so we'll just keep an eye on that one and see. So steel is a little bit better. And we're just going to do the same. Fortunately, we built this one, so it'll let us modify it. Platforms. All right. Now, we will follow this along until about here, and then we're actually going to do the exact same, and we're going to go underground. What is happening right now? I'll take it. Yeah, that's working. Okay, we're good. Oop. Ooh, my game almost froze there for a second. Okay, please work. There we are. Excellent. And keep following you along. And there we are. Line 11 for the steel. This one I am more confident in because the steel can produce 200 as opposed to the 100 that the parts can. So let's do this and probably 10, I'm thinking. Should be 100. Just a little over. Perfect. All right. So it's not perfect, but that should start supplying. It already is. Beautiful. How about you? Are you... We just need to deliver some steel and we'll be good to go. Yeah, see, it's not sending any over. I could disconnect the line but I need that right now. And let's also... Tell you what, let's actually just get rid of you for now. We'll keep the line active. I don't think it's gonna do much harm.
Due to unfortunate circumstances, the orders placed by the army were unable to be completed. As a penalty, Congress has now ordered your boss to fly the lawmakers around for free.
Right after I sold the airplane, now it wants me to build another one. Okay. So transport 10 people by airplane between Santa Barbara and San Francisco free of charge. Where is line 1 again? Oh, San Francisco to Santa Barbara. And wants me to do 10? That'll work. I'll just let you go back and forth.
After the unpleasant issue with Congress, Mr. Hughes has had enough of aircraft manufacturing for now. However, his passion for film has been rekindled, which made him promptly buy a production company. Help your boss shoot the greatest blockbuster of all time.
This man is ambitious.
Mr. Hughes's film studios have several sensational projects in the pipeline. Decorate the different film sets with the right props.
Easy enough. For one.
Actress Jane Russell needs a special bra that shows off her assets to the best advantage. Mr. Hughes fiddles around with an idea involving special steel supports.
Right. Okay, so ignoring the implications, so now I have to get steel to 2 places, actually. See, that's splitting up my resource pool even more than it already is. Okay, so the first thing I am going to do is let's actually build a station like right here. I think that has a little bit of a further reach anyways. Then I guess I'm gonna have to build a drop-off point right here for the other one. Line 12, we'll see how that works. Let's start with just 2 trucks because I'm not delivering a whole lot of steel right now. Line 12. And I did assign a train to this one, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's see what else they want.
A contemporary music film about the turbulent romance between 2 young Hollywood starlets is being shot here. Get your hands on the necessary props to create the right atmosphere.
Decorate the highlighted area with benches or streetlights. Well, that's easy enough. I think that's just over here. I think I saw benches. Yes, I did. Decorations.
Mr. Hughes is set on becoming the most famous film producer of all time. What's stopping him? The commie riffraff hanging around his studios. He has contracted you to put an end to the communist infiltration of Hollywood once and for all.
Well, for a salary like mine, how can I complain?
The staff working on the set are on strike. What nerve! It's the poisoned ideology of those Ruskies that fills their heads with that kind of flim-flam. Show those people that they're still in good old America.
Okay, 1 second. We have priorities.
The film about an enterprising newspaper tycoon is supposed to become an exceptional masterpiece. Help with building the extravagant scenery that's intended to form the setting for the drama.
I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Okay. Let's see what this wants real quick.
A group of screenwriting hacks is supposed to be responsible for the pinko epidemic. Find out where these agitator characters hold their meetings. It must be somewhere in the industrial part of Los Angeles.
Oh, it couldn't be right here.
The communist forces are slippery and dodge your investigations. stake out their homes in Santa Barbara and Bakersfield without attracting attention.
Easy enough, I guess.
Ha! You've caught the pinko rats in the act with a handful of ideological pamphlets. Now they have to testify before the House Un-American Activities Committee in Washington. See to it that they get there as fast as possible.
Ride an airplane the journey to Washington by selling an airplane. I just can't seem to hold on to these guys. Off you go.
So, the main culprits have been blacklisted. Now it's just a case of getting rid of their supporters. Clean out Mr. Hughes' studios by firing the percentage of the workforce who've been contaminated with communism.
You are fired.
The commie threat is over and done with. Nothing stands in the way of Mr. Hughes' career as the world's most famous film producer anymore.
We'll see about that. Okay, so that is bonus objective 2 out of 3. Now, let's begin to deliver planks. Will that reach? Yes, it will. Okay. So the first thing I can do is build some extra tracks there. I will have to reorganize this a little bit. I don't understand why it does those little... Okay, there we go. Alright, so configure, build another track. Again, this one I'm not too concerned with because it can produce an extra 100, so that's no big deal. We need a cargo platform. Okay. Now, before I reconnect that, let's actually break it down just a little more. So, too much to ask to go underground again. Please. Oh, beautiful. And I think maybe we'll stay underground. Meet up with those two? Yeah, let's do it. And... oh, no, that's not good. This guy's got to be like, what's happening to all my money? It's because I'm building giant caves underground. All right. We'll establish that. Don't like that. Hold on. There we are. Over here. What is this error? Could not connect all stations to line 7. What have I... oh, that's right. I need to rebuild this still. Let's just kind of curve off that way. And then back around. Is that too much to ask? Like that maybe? And then we'll delete this. Beautiful. All right. It's not perfect, but it'll work. Now, I need another depot. Let's just build it right here. That'll work. Perfect. All right. And another train. It's a good thing I don't really have to worry too much about money. Okay, line 13 should be 100. That'll work. Okay, and I am also working on sending trucks over. They can transport the goods, so I think that should cover it. I might provide more trucks, however. They are kind of falling behind a little bit. No, actually, they're not. Let's just keep an eye on it. Steel, or parts, I mean. Oh, we are actually putting a little bit in. That's good. I'm struggling to figure out if there's a way to assign a certain amount of goods to a certain line. I wish there was. There probably is, and I'm just missing it somewhere. That's good for now. I've built so many tunnels. Ground was in the way of progress. Perfect, and we're also assigning some steel. That'll work wonderfully.
most exciting film project of all time. Mr. Hughes is going to film the life of the great Genghis Khan. In the starring role, the legendary John Wayne himself creates an authentic Mongolian desert scenario.
All right, and deliver send to the film set. So it took a little bit of time, but it worked out in the end. It actually didn't take too long either. So for this, that can produce more than enough sand. I think I'm just going to rebuild this a little bit. We will add some lines to this. And this one will lead here. Just reassign with the terminal. And then this one can go off. Where does it need to go? Right there. And let's build single train. Single track, I mean. There we are. Line 14. Probably just a smaller one should be fine. So I don't need that much power, so let's do that. And that should just need to be 100, right? Perfect. Okay. Oh! Alright, we're gonna need a little bit more, actually. 300. Let's go ahead and replace you, actually. We're going expensive after all. Just a little more. So our 8, I'll jump it up to 10, and that should cover it. Yep, alright. So I'll be good with that. Start delivering some sand. We are still waiting for steel and tools to the hospital. Could be any moment now. We already have steel, so we're just waiting on the tools at this point, which we're delivering very little of. Here we are.
Prepare everything for the grand premiere so that the film has everyone attending, oohing and ahhing.
Make the necessary preparations, and we also skipped this one. The film about the legendary Mongol leader is in the can. It failed already. Oh wait, no it didn't. Never mind. Actually went off without a hitch near a former atomic bomb site. Now the greatest silver screen sensation of all time is supposed to celebrate its premiere. Alright. And so we have to make the preparations. And once again, we have question marks all over.
Everything is ready. Mr. Hughes is the only one missing. He announces that he'd prefer to celebrate the premiere alone in a hotel suite. What's more, he lets it be known that he's in the mood for banana and nut ice cream. Lots of banana and nut ice cream. Fulfill this wish for him.
I kind of just want to run trucks for this one, I think. I think I will just rely on trucks for that.
Your boss's behavior is making you nervous. In the end, wasn't the film as good as it seemed? At any rate, it seems advisable to pacify the invited press a bit, just to be on the safe side. A long bus ride will make them lethargic and manageable.
Establish a line where a vehicle takes at least 5 minutes to get from the airfield to the premiere. Right, and where was the last one? Ah, there it is. So many markers, I couldn't see it.
Bring the production
there it is.
screen to the premiere in a vehicle that matches their status. What could be better for this than the Super Chief, the train of the stars?
Establish a railway line from San Francisco to Los Angeles. All right. So one thing at a time. Let's start with our ice cream. I am just going to do trucks. This is a little cramped over here. I'm not super interested in making that work. So line 15, you can go right there. And let's do like, I don't know, 10 trucks. Off you go. Just shy, but that's all right. I'll accept it. Now, the bus stop. Oh, and we also succeeded on our bonus task as well. The automatically adjustable bed promises relief for a multitude of afflictions. Meanwhile, Mr. Hughes has already left the hospital. All right. So that is all 3 of our bonus objectives. Now, let's look at this. I already have a bus stop here. So let's build another one by the premiere. I think we just use waypoints for this. New line, start from here. And you guys can just go up and down Broadway a few times. That should do. All right. And there we go. Okay, now for the train. So we already have our track here. So I guess we just have to finish it. And I can basically just follow this other one all the way around, right? At least until here. Okay, I broke it somewhere. What do you mean construction isn't possible? Okay. That's fine, I guess. Very weird. Alright, whatever. Off we go. We'll say till about here. And then we'll flip around. Actually, let's do this a little bit further back. Come on. Why will you not connect? All right, so off you go. And again, we'll just disconnect around here. Wrap around. Yeah, we'll just do a full wrap around for this. Oops. All right, ice cream is delivered. Excellent. Okay. There we are. And there's our track. And then it wanted a specific train, I think. Let's see what it said. Deploy the Super Chief on it. I'm assuming they don't mean Master Chief. Yeah. Okay. And then this is a passenger line. Oh, it has its own wagon. Don't mind if I do. I didn't realize it was using it the whole time. All right, so there is that. Now, what is going on with our buses? Is this... No, that's line 2. Let me try something. Line 2, I want all of you guys to actually go to line 16. There we go, that works. Don't ask me why it works, it just does. Oh, seconds online, something went wrong. Vehicles en route. There's people waiting. I need to disable line 2 altogether. Okay. Alright, so someone's waiting. I'm guessing once they pick them up, this should work. Whenever that is. Come on, I have like 8 buses on this. Where are they? Oh, they're going back and forth. That makes a bit of sense. Yeah, okay. Oh, there it goes. All right, making progress. Perfect. I'm falling behind on the resources. See, I'm actually producing a lot more now. Actually producing a lot more of everything. I could be making a hefty profit off of all these, I'm sure. Even the tools we're making more of. About 100 to 300. Okay, and hopefully that should work. Beautiful.
Despite all the effort, the critics panned the film and tore it apart. A total disaster. Mr. Hughes has contracted you to buy back all the film copies in circulation to spare him from any more gloating.
Generate a turnover of, that's a lot of zeros, 10 million to buy back copies of the film. So we're already at 1 million. I'd almost say we could just let it sit. Why is there steel here? Who dropped off steel? Why? Whatever. Yeah, so we are... I think I'll just leave it alone. We're making decent profit as it is, even with all the waste. And there's no challenge or anything at present to limit waste, so I think we'll just leave it as it is. Los Angeles is doing well. Except for emissions, of course. That is, as always, doing absolutely terrible. And just about there. One more delivery should cut it. One more delivery. Someone? Okay, maybe not one more. This should do. Perfect. Okay, so it says you were lucky. You managed to buy back all the copies of the film before it receives more awful reviews. What luck. Mr. Hughes isn't even grateful. He sits in his darkened hotel room and sorts peas by size. Whatever floats your boat, buddy. Okay, so that is all for sunny California. Actually, not too bad, I think. We made decent time as well. If anything, falling behind on how much merchandise we have built up, so we could definitely increase our profits that way, but I mean, overall, not doing too shabby. We're in the green in just about everything. So, I think that's a good day of work. Anyway, that's all for now. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time.